215 Deland Avenue in Indy Atlantic. I made a bunch of notes up on the roof and I want to go over that information now. I have 3 reminder arrows I wanted to start with before I even get off the ladder. The first one is about the drip edge. So we're going to replace the flashing, this drip edge, with your new roof. It can either be white or brown. Obviously I would pick white. And then the second reminder arrow is to talk about the gutters themselves. As you can see, they're kind of banged up, especially the one on the back. You might want to consider, since you're kind of doing a whole redo on the house, allow us to just remove completely and dispose of these gutters for you. And they'll give you a blank template for the other repairs like the fascia and the soffit. And it gives you more choices in the future too. That would be my vote, is to allow us to trash the gutters. And then the third arrow is to actually talk more about the roof, but really all the granules in the gutter. So as you can see here, all the granules have washed off and landed in the gutter. There's literally like an inch of just shingle granules laying in the gutter. So the granules, why it's so important, the granules in every sense of the word are the sunblock for your roof. Once you lose all the granules, all the protective chemicals in the asphalt shingles start to leach out, and then the shingles start to become extraordinarily brittle, almost like saltine crackers. And that's exactly what's happening with this roof. So it is definitely about time. Forgive me if you already know that. I'm just trying to give you a really comprehensive view of everything with the roof. Probably the most important feature of the roof, well, 2 really. Number 1 is the chimney. I can't stress how important it is to do this over correctly. It looks like actually there's some soft wood perhaps in this area here. So we're going to remove all this, remove the flashing, put new flashing, make sure this is done tip top, absolutely perfect, so it won't ever be a leak in the future. That guy seems to be okay. Maybe a little sanding and paint will do the job from your handyman. The flat roof. Well, the good part about the flat roof, there's nothing really fun or sexy about a flat roof, but you do have the adequate amount of pitch already built into the flat roof, so we don't have to add the very expensive taper board system to give it the pitch to allow the water to keep moving off the roof. It's already built into the profile of the roof, so that's a relatively inexpensive part of this whole thing. I definitely would highly stress how important it is to replace this with that. And you got all these other repairs. By the way, your flat roof goes up underneath your shingles that far, and I made some notes around the roof, like 17 feet and so on. We're going to replace all the gooseneck style vents. We're going to reboot all the bathroom vents. Same there. Replace the new low profile ridge vent. Reboot the power mast. All in all, I give this roof very high marks for its age, especially the structure underneath. It's very super solid. I think this is one of those old-timey plank board installations, so you may not even have plywood on this roof, and that's why it feels like concrete, really strong and stable. So that's a good thing. Last 20 seconds, let's go over how we're going to redo your roof for you. Forgive my obvious metal example here. It's really not the top layer that's so important, it's all the layers underneath that really are important. So again, imagine this with me. We're going to remove all the shingles, get down to the bare wood structure, whether it's plank or plywood. 2 of the new building codes. The first one says re-nail the plywood to the roof trusses. The code says 6 inches, we go over 4 and 5 inches. The other really important one is called waterproof barrier. So every inch of this bare wooden roof, we're going to cover with super sticky waterproof membrane. And once that stuff touches wood, you cannot literally pull it off. And then we're going to put your new Certainteed. By the way, as a company, we only use Certainteed Landmark Series shingle. It's the heaviest, thickest shingle out there for the same price as the other ones, but it's just better, has a better warranty. So that's the one that we use 99% of the time, is that one there. So that's kind of a good overview about the whole roof. I still give it really high marks for its construction. I hope you find this helpful. Thanks.